Welcome to Beacon of Books, where we turn the world's best books once into concise and powerful insights you can learn in just minutes.
The book Principles by the renowned investor Ray Dalio is not just a guide to success. It is a journey into the mind of a man who built one of the most powerful investment firms in the world and chose to reveal the rules behind it. These rules are not theories. They are principles shaped by experience and refined through failure. The story begins with an ordinary boy, just 12 years old, buying his first stock. He had no deep knowledge, no special training, only curiosity and a desire to understand. At first he succeeds. The stock rises. He feels the thrill. He believes he understands the game. But the market, as always, is unforgiving. In 1982, he makes a bold prediction. A major economic collapse is coming. He places everything on that belief. And then the opposite happens. The market rises, and he loses almost everything. He finds himself broke, even borrowing money just to cover basic expenses. And here, the real story begins. Instead of collapsing under the weight of failure, he asks himself a simple but life-changing question. How could I have been so wrong? From that moment, a powerful idea is born. Pain plus reflection equal to progress. Every mistake, every loss, every failure is not the end. It is an opportunity to understand what went wrong and to extract a principle that prevents it from happening again. And so, he begins building what he calls principles. But what are principles? They are clear, structured rules that guide your decisions in life and work. Instead of reacting emotionally to every situation, you rely on a framework that helps you think clearly. Over time, he realizes something profound. Success does not depend only on intelligence. It depends on how you think. One of the most important principles he introduces is, be radically truthful with yourself. Do not hide your mistakes. Do not justify your failures. See reality as it is, not as you wish it to be. Because truth, no matter how harsh, is the only path to improvement. Then comes another powerful idea. Do not rely only on your own perspective. This may feel counterintuitive, but the truth is we all see the world through our own limited lens. That is why he emphasizes the importance of seeking thoughtful disagreement, learning from people who are smarter, more experienced, or simply see things differently. The goal is not to follow them blindly, but to expand your understanding. In his company, he builds a culture around this idea. Anyone can challenge any idea, regardless of position. The best idea wins, not the highest title. Truth matters more than ego. Then we arrive at a central concept in the book. Life is like a game. It has rules, it has challenges, and it has levels. If you understand the rules, you can play better, but most people go through life without ever learning the game they are playing, which leads to another key principle: turn your life into a system. Instead of making random decisions, design clear processes. How do you make decisions? How do you handle mistakes? How do you evaluate people? Everything can be structured, improved, and refined. Through this philosophy, he explains how he built his company, not just through investing, but through managing people effectively. He believes that success depends on having the right people in the right roles, but identifying that requires honesty, clarity, and continuous evaluation. Then comes a deeply human insight. Embrace pain. Do not avoid it. Pain is a signal. It tells you that something needs to be fixed. If you ignore it, the problem remains. If you face it, you grow. Over time, he discovers that one of the greatest obstacles to growth is ego, the need to always be right, the resistance to admitting mistakes. True progress begins the moment you say, I might be wrong. From here, he establishes another guiding rule. Base your decisions on evidence, not emotions. Emotions are unstable. Facts are grounded. The more you separate the two, the better your decisions become. He then returns to investing, the field where his journey began. He emphasizes that success is not about making perfect predictions. It is about managing risk. Do not only ask, how much can I gain? Ask, what if I am wrong? That question is what protects you. He also stresses the importance of diversification. Never put everything in one place. The world is unpredictable. Diversification is your shield against uncertainty. But perhaps the most powerful lesson in the entire book is this: do not seek to be right. Seek to understand what is true, because being right may give you temporary comfort. But seeking truth leads to real progress. As the journey comes to an end, one idea becomes clear. Success is not the result of a single decision. It is the result of hundreds of small decisions, guided by clear principles. Now imagine yourself years from today. You face challenges with clarity. You learn from your mistakes instead of avoiding them. You make decisions based on deep understanding, not impulse. This is the world Ray Dalio invites you into. And in the end, he leaves you with a simple but powerful thought. If you do not define your own principles, you will end up living by someone else's, without even realizing it. So the question remains, what are your principles? Because your life, in the end, is the sum of the decisions you make. And your principles are what shape those decisions.
This was a summary of today's book from the Beacon of Books channel. If you liked the video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to receive all the new content.